Good afternoon, friends. Well, we have been talking about the various things we have to do or we should have to be a good speaker of English. Well, you remember? Yes, the very first thing is to speak English regularly. Speak. That is regular practice. The second thing is to have a fairly good knowledge of English grammar and vocabulary. And the third thing is to have a good knowledge of the typical expressions and terms in English. And the final point is to listen. Listen to various discourses in English, dialogues, news readings, etc. So, these are the four things we have to do or to have to be a very good speaker of English. Well, we have discussed the first item in detail, and coming to the second point, sessions on basic grammar are going on, and so there is no need for us to spend any time on that. And coming to vocabulary, we have touched on that. So, the next point is that is a good knowledge of the typical expressions and terms in English. So, today we will be discussing, we will be taking up this point. Okay. So, this will be the topic of discussion for today. Okay. Okay. First, we shall see the expressions we use to greet. All right. Well, how do we greet a person in the morning? Say good morning. This is how we greet a person in the morning. And till noon, this is how we greet. And after 12, how do we greet? Good afternoon. This is after 12. This is till noon. So, this is something we do every day. Now, when do we greet good evening? And when do we greet good evening? Of course, in the evening, and the time, the right time. Any idea? That is, when the day's work is over, that is the right time. When the day's work is over. In the evening, when the day's work is over, we greet good evening. And the time may vary. For students and teachers, it may be 3 or 4. And for the office staff, it may be 5 or 5:30. So, from this time onwards till late in the evening, we greet good evening. Okay? So, in the evening, when the day's work is over, till late in the evening, we greet good evening. Now, do we greet good night when we meet a person? Do we greet good night? No. That is, we say good night when we part, or when we say bye, or before going to bed we say good night, and we never say good night when we meet a person. Okay? So, this is something you have to keep in mind. So, these are the expressions we use to greet. Okay? Now, the expression to open, how to open or begin a conversation. How do we begin or open a conversation? That is, we say, excuse me, excuse me, by saying we are trying to draw the attention of the other person. Excuse me, then what will be his response? Yes, what shall I do for you? What can I do for you? Okay. So, it is by this expression we begin or open a conversation. Excuse me. Okay. Now, how to end a conversation or to close a conversation? To close a conversation. How do we close a conversation? End a conversation? Yes, by see you later, see you or see you later, and we also say take care. So, by see you later, take care. So, this is how we end or wind up a conversation. If you are in a hurry, if we are in a hurry, what do we say? Sorry, I have got to go now. Anyway, bye, see you later. Sorry, I have to go now, I have got to go now, see you later. This is how we end or close a conversation. Okay? Now, how to express gratitude? Well, how do we express our gratitude? By saying thanks, thanks a lot, thank you very much. So, these are the expressions we use, and there is a formal way of expressing our gratitude. No, it's very kind of you, it's very good of you, we say. That's very formal. It's very kind of you, it's very good of you. Normally we say thanks, thank you very much, thanks a lot. Okay? And how to accept thanks? See, between close friends, there is no need to say any words. Suppose I do something for my friend and he thanks me for that, I need not say any word, a smile will do. Okay? So, between close friends there is no need to say any words. And if we have to say something, then what to say? It's all right. It's a pleasure. Welcome, you're welcome. It's a pleasure. It's all right. Or not at all, not at all. Or don't mention please, don't mention please. So, it's all right, it's a pleasure, you're welcome. Or not at all. Or hey, don't mention please. Don't mention please. Anyway, don't say no mention please like that, as we very often say. In a very polite way, you have to be very polite when we ask questions or when we answer. We have to be very, very polite. Perhaps you know, manners maketh a man. Manners make us, it is manners that make us. So, if you want to say this, don't see, hey, don't mention please, please, don't mention please, like that. Not at all, not at all. Okay? So, by the tone you suggest, you should suggest the politeness. This is how we accept thanks. As I told you, between close friends, there is no need to say any word at all. Just a smile will do, as I just told you. Then how to make a request? How do we make a request? Well, would you give me your pen? Could you give me your pen? Would you or could you? Of course, we can also use will you, but this is more polite. This is more polite. Would you or could you? Could you give me a pen? Would you give me a pen? Then would you mind giving me your pen? Much more polite way of saying, would you mind giving me your pen? Or do you mind give me your pen? Do you mind? These are the expressions we use. Would you mind? Could you mind? Would you or could you? Or would you mind? Would you mind give me your pen? Suppose somebody puts this question to you. You are in a bank, an old man, an elderly person comes. He needs a pen and he comes and asks you, would you mind give me your pen? Would you mind giving me your pen? What will be your response? How will you respond? So, would you give me a pen? Of course, certainly, sure, certainly. Then if this question is put to you, would you mind giving me a pen? What would you say? Would you say yes? Yes. If you say yes, that will mean that you won't give him the pen. Would you mind? Would you mind? Give me your pen. Would you mind? If you say yes, that will mean you would mind, that is you won't. No. So, how to say? No, not at all, please take this. No, not at all, please take this. So, this is how you have to respond. If somebody puts a question like this, make a request like this, would you mind, closing the window? Hey, no, not at all. No, shall. Of course I shall. Say like this, respond like this. Okay. So, would you and could you? Would you lend me a pen? Could you lend me a pen? Would you mind giving me a pen? Do you mind giving me a pen? These are the ways in which we make a request. Okay. Will you can also be used, but as I told you, would you and could you are more polite forms, more polite. And we always have to be very polite when we ask questions or answer questions. Okay. Now, expression to make a suggestion. So, how do we make a suggestion? You want a break now. How will you put it? Shall we have a break? You are making a suggestion. Shall we have a break? Shall we go out? Okay. Shall we have a cup of coffee? Okay. Shall we? That's how we make a suggestion. Other ways are also there, other expressions are also there. Yes, shall we have a break? Why not a break? Why don't we have a break? Okay. So, shall we have a break? Shall we have a tea, a cup of coffee? Shall we go out? This is how we make a suggestion. Why not? Why not a cup of tea? Okay. Then how will we respond? Shall we have a break? Of course, certainly, sure. Shall we have a tea? Fine, okay. Why not? So, we respond. So, shall we? Why not? So, these are the expressions we use to make a suggestion. How to ask for permission? Suppose you are late for the class, the teacher has already started the class, you are a little late. How will you ask for permission? Exactly. May I come in? May I come in? The teacher may say, you may. May I come in? May I come in? May I take my book? May I? Well, may I come in? Do we say, may I get in? For entering the class? No. What does get in mean? Get in? Enter with difficulty, that is what that expression means. That is, there was a huge crowd in front of the main gate. So, I got in through the side gate, we say. Enter with difficulty, that is what get in mean. So, we do not use get in, we only say come in. May I come in? May I come in? You may. Okay. So, this is the expression we use for asking permission, for permission. Now, how to, ninth one, how to ask for a person's opinion. Well, you know what are the expressions we use? So, what is your opinion? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think of this? What is your opinion about it? Okay? What do you think of? What is your opinion about it? What would you say to this? How would you react? How would you, how would you react? Yes, what would you say to this? What would you say to this? So, what do you think of this? What is your opinion about it, about this? Okay? And how would you react? How would you react? What is your reaction? How would you react? He has said such and such things, how would you react? This is how we ask about, a person's opinion. Now, how to give one's opinion, that also we shall see. How to give one's opinion. How to give our opinion? Suppose you are asked to give your views on, for example, GST. You are, at an interview. A member of the board puts you this question: what do you think of GST? What do you think of? What's your opinion about GST? Then how will you, how will you begin? How will you give your opinion? Exactly. I think, or in my view, in my opinion. Okay. So, I think. Or in my view, or to be honest, or I would say, okay. So, I think, I believe, I would say, to be honest, if I may say so, So, these are some of the expressions we use. I think, I believe, or I would say, to be honest, sir, to be honest, okay. Or if I may say so, so what is to be noted is that you shall not say according to me, which very often we say according to me, never use that expression. So, what is your opinion? What do you think? What do you think of this? Sir, I think, in my view, okay, never say according to me, never. Okay. Now we shall see how to exchange pleasantries. Pleasantries, is the word familiar to you? Pleasantries, not happiness, kushalam we say. Kushalanveshanam, how to exchange pleasantries. Okay, let us see how we exchange pleasantries when we meet. Suppose you meet one of your close friends. Hi, hi John, or yes, my dear, hi Rani, my girl. Hi, my dear girl, my dear Rani, my girl. Hi Raju or John. Then, how are you? How are you? Hi John, how are you? Hi Rani, my girl, how are you? Okay, how are you? We ask after that person's health. How are you? How are you? Then if this is put to us, suppose my close friend, puts this question to me, how are you? Then what will be my reply? What should I say? Yes, I am fine. B, this is person A, this is person B, fine. Or I am fine, or all right we say, I am okay, or all right, or all right, okay, or all right, or good, or great also. You see, that word is also there if you feel so. Great, feeling great, that is a great word. Feeling fine, fine, all right. So we say, and there is an international pulling on like that, So fine, okay, great, good. Now, shall we stop here? My friend has asked me, how are you? Then I say, fine. Shall I stop there? No, no, I should thank him. Fine, thank you. For asking after my health, I should thank him. Thank you. Okay. So, how are you? Fine, thank you. We shall not stop even after that. Even there we shall not stop. Then, we should ask after his health. That is manners. Okay. So, thank you. And how to ask about his health? And how about you? And you? Thank you. And you? And you? And you means, and how about you? You, that rising tone you should use. And you? And how about you? Yes, then of course he will reply A. See, I am also fine. Fine, then he should also thank you. Thank you. So,
not bad, not bad,
pardon?
not bad,
Not bad. Okay. Fine, I am also fine, not bad. Okay. In expression. Okay. Then he will thank you also. Thank you. So, got it? So, from the beginning, how are you? How are you? Fine. Yes, I am fine. Great. Thank you. And you? And how about you? I am also okay. I am also fine. Doing well. I am also good. Great. Thank you. Okay. This is how we exchange pleasantries. How are you? How are you? Please say that expression. How are you? How are you? I'm all right, great, fine, thank you. And you? How about you? I'm also okay, thank you. Then why are you here? What makes you here? Then we continue with our conversation. So this is how we exchange pleasantries. Okay. And finally, when we part, how to part? What expression we have to use when parts? When we part, see what expression do we use? See, normally we say it was nice to meet you, it was nice to meet you, or it was nice to see you, it was nice to meet you. Then what should we respond? How should we respond? It was nice to meet you. Response? Exactly, you too. It was nice to meet you. It was nice meeting you also. That way also we say it was nice to meet you, nice to see you, nice to see you. And response we should say you too. In the sense it was nice to meet you too, you too. So it was nice to see you, you too. Hope we meet again. Hope we meet again. I am sure we will. Yes, I am sure we will. Yes, I am sure we will. So, it was very nice to meet you. You too. Hope we meet again. Yes, I am sure we will. I am sure we will. So, this is how we part, the expressions we use when we part. All right. Yes, we dash breakfast at 9 every day. How best can we express the idea? We had breakfast at 9 every day. Why should you use the past tense? We have breakfast at 9 every day. Have breakfast, have breakfast. This is how we express the idea. Of course, we say we take breakfast or we eat breakfast, but this is the best way to express the idea, to have breakfast. Okay? So, to have breakfast, to have lunch, to have dinner. Okay? Expressions with have. Okay? You can note down have breakfast, have lunch or dinner, or a sandwich. A sandwich, a cup of coffee, to have a cup of coffee, to have a sandwich, to have a cup of tea, cup of coffee, to have a bath, a shower, a sleep, a drink, a party. A good time. We wish like this. Have a good time. Okay. When students or when others or friends go for picnic, we say have a nice time, have a good time, have a nice time, have a good time. We have a party, to have a party, to have a drink, to have a bath, to have a shower. Okay. Then even we say to have a heart attack. Thank God we don't have one. To have a heart attack. So these are these are some of the expressions with have. Okay. So to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, coffee, tea, sandwich, a bath, party, good time, to have a good time, etc. Okay. Expressions with have. Now we shall see some expressions with go. Expressions with go. Go to school. Every day children go to school. Go to school. Children go to school. So people go to work. But we say go to the office. Go to the office. Go to school, go to bed, go to school, go to bed, etc. Go to work, but go to the office. Go to the office. Then go to a party. To the shop, go to the office. Go to the office, to the shop, to a party, and go shopping. Go swimming. Go cycling. Go fishing, etc. Normally we use for also, go for shopping like that. That is dropped nowadays. Go shopping. The other day we went shopping. Okay? We went cycling. We went sightseeing. It's enough. For is not necessary, that is dropped. That is activity plus go plus ing. Activities. For activities, go plus verb ing. Go shopping, go climbing, go sightseeing, etc. And go for a drive. Okay. So go to school, go to bed, go to work, go to the office, go to that shop, go to a party, go shopping, go swimming, go cycling, go sightseeing, go for a drive, go for a walk. For a drink, for a meal, for a meal, for a picnic, go for a picnic. And we say go home, go home, go home, go out, go out. And when we refer to means of transportation, go by bus, by bus. Don't say by the bus, go by bus, by train, by taxi, by car, by bike, here we refer to the means of transportation. So, go by bus, by train, by taxi, by car, by bike. Suppose we are walking, then how do we say? Go on foot, go on foot, go on foot. Foot means go walking, walk, go on foot. Never say go by foot, go on foot, go on foot. Okay. So, say go to school or go to college, go to school, go to college, go to work, but go to the office, go to the office. Well, go shopping, go sightseeing, go climbing, go swimming, etc. Go for a drive, for a walk, go for a drink, go for a meal, go for a picnic, go home, go out, go by bus, by train, by taxi, by car, by bike, but go on foot, go on foot. Okay. Expressions with gets. Well, get up, we say get up, get up. What time do you get up? Get up at 6 or 7, get up. Okay. Then get told, Vaisaga, get told. Then get rich. Okay. Get ill, get well, we say wish get well soon. He got ill the other day, get well soon. Then get wet, get wet. So, get old, he is getting old. So, he got ill. Let us pray, pray for his health, but get well. Let's pray, let's pray that, let's pray for his health. Okay, get well, get well. So, get old, get rich, get ill, get well, get wet, and how do we say? Get on a bus, get on a bus, get on a bus. A train, get on a train. This is how we express that idea. Get on a plane, get on a plane, get on a coach, get on a bicycle. See? Get on a bus, get on a train, get on a plane, get on a coach, get on a bicycle, but get in a car, in a car. So, get on a bus and get down a bus or get off, on, off or down. Get on a bus, get down a bus or get off a bus, but get in a car and get out of a car. Get in a car and get out of a car. Get in a car, get out of a car. Okay. Then about a lift, get into a lift. Get into a lift, get into a lift. These are all typical ways of expressing things. Why on a bus and in a car? See, typical expressions: get on a bus, get into a lift, get out of a lift, get in a car, get out of a car. Okay. So, note down these expressions. Now we shall see some of the expressions with make. Expressions with make. So we say make a call, to make a call. Phone ചെയ്യുക, make a call, make a call. Then make a mistake, make a mistake. Often we say commit a mistake. No, make a mistake will do. To make a mistake, make a mistake. Make a decision, make a decision. Make a speech, give a talk, we say give a talk, give a talk. Make a speech, make a speech. Then we say make a profit or make a loss, make a loss. Make a profit or make a loss. Okay. Then make friends with, make friends with. Okay. Then make use of, make use of the time you are here. Make the best use of, make the best use of. Make the most of, make the most of. Make the most of the time you are here, make the most. Okay. Make use of, make the best use of, make most of. Then make up one's mind. That is decide, come to a decision, make up your mind, make up one's mind. Then make one happy or sad, make one happy or sad. Then make out. What does make out mean? See, he spoke so fast that I couldn't make out anything. To make out means to understand, to understand, make out. Couldn't make out anything, understand. Make over, make over. Makeover, that is a sudden improvement in a person's appearance by putting on very strange or different clothes, etc. What a makeover, we say, what a makeover, makeover. So these are some of the expressions with make, make. Okay. Then expressions with call. So only important ones, expressions. See, call a meeting. Please call a meeting. Call means to convene, to call a meeting. Well, then call for. The situation or the occasion calls for prompt action. Calls for means demand or require, demand or require. Calls for. Call off, call off. May be familiar with that. The union called off the strike, to call off. Call off means to withdraw, to withdraw. Now call upon, call upon. In meetings perhaps the anchor will say, I next call upon so and so to address the gathering. I next call upon. Call upon means I invite. I request, invite or request. Invite or request. So and so to address the gathering. Then within call. Within call. Within call means within calling distance. Within call is within call. Within calling distance. Vilippadagale we say in Malayalam. Vilippadagale, within calling distance. Within call. Then there is another expression, close call. Close call. The other day I had a close call, that is a narrow escape. A narrow escape. A narrow escape. A close call. Okay. So these are some of the expressions connected with call. To call a meeting, make a call, perhaps that's you are so familiar with expressions like that, make a call, etc. So call a meeting, to convene a meeting. So call for means demand or require, call for. Then call off means to withdraw, to withdraw. Call upon, I invite, I appeal to or I request, call upon. Then within call, yes, close by, within calling distance. Close call had a narrow escape, to have a narrow escape. Close call, a narrow escape. Okay. Now, how to refer to an aged man? How to refer? Do we call him an old man? An aged person, an aged person. Is it a polite way to refer to an aged man as an old man? No. Then an elderly man, an elderly person. An elderly person. It's a very polite way to refer to an aged person, an elderly person. Never say an old man, but an elderly person, an elderly person. And then perhaps all of you know, what do we wash? We wash clothes normally, often. Wash clothes. Wash. And what is wash up? What does wash up mean? Wash up? Wash up mean? What does wash up mean? We wash clothes. Wash up? Wash up, that is washing the dishes. Washing the dishes. Wash up means to wash the dishes. That is in British English. Means wash the dishes. Should say in British English. Okay, wash up means wash up means wash the dishes in British English, but in American English it means wash up means to have a short bath. To have a short bath in American English. So we wash clothes, wash linen, wash clothes, but wash up the dishes. So who does the washing up? Who does the washing up? Who does the washing nowadays? The washing machine washing up, persons often. Wash up means wash the dishes. Got it? So just a few expressions, just a few, and have more, collect more, they will definitely help you in your day-to-day communication. Okay? So we shall continue in our next class.